Hey everyone, and welcome to the Sandbox. Today we will be discussing Daniel B. Greene's authorial debut with Breach of Peace, which is his first novella of a novella trilogy that is going to set up his larger main series. Daniel is a highly influential book reviewer here on YouTube who is known for his love for the Wheel of Time series as well as for his cat, Pips. Needless to say, he helped me get back into reading last year, and I have been highly anticipating his first book, so let's just dive right on in. And right out of the gate, Breach of Peace kicks off with a gruesome crime scene that introduces us to this rather dark world, Daniel's gritty writing style, and our three main characters who are inspectors within the 7th Precinct. Clyd is the officer we follow for majority of this novella as she tries to piece together the clues and unravel the mystery behind this abhorrent crime against a prestigious imperial family. We also get to know Inspector Chapman as well as Clyd's husband, Inspector Samuel, and all three of these characters are highly competent and seemingly trustworthy, although they do have their misgivings. I think Daniel's tone and writing style work very well here for a grimdark mystery, and overall the pacing for the story is one of its strongest components as it doesn't really waste much time anywhere, keeping the story moving along quite nicely. I will say that there is very little time to just breathe it all in, and it does seem at times like Daniel is rushing a bit, but you gotta remember that this is a novella, and for the most part, I don't think the story or the characters suffer from any of that. And lastly, the themes here are light but well used when they are present, though I won't get into any details here for spoiler reasons, and also because it's just not where the book is trying to draw attention. Moving on to the story itself, I didn't really know what to expect from this novella. I stayed up to date with Daniel's announcements and his explanation of his magic system to come in the main series, but I don't remember ever hearing much about this first novella, his first attempt at a published work. However, overall the plot was very promising and it didn't suffer from having to try to set up the rest of the trilogy or the main series. It's just a fun dive and exploration of Clyd's character as she tries to piece things together. Now, it's not the most surprising or original plot, and he does pull a lot of tropes from the grimdark genre. However, he uses them well enough to keep you engaged. And as for the stakes, they are definitely here. There is really no character that is safe, but as far as the action goes, I didn't find it to be as exciting as it may have been in Daniel's head while he was writing it. The stakes were there, the intensity was there, it's just that the action's substance to drive it all home was a bit short. Moving on to characters, again, I didn't expect much from Daniel's first public work, but the characters were actually quite a bit of fun. There's a nice dynamic between Clyd and Samuel, who are married and within the same police force, but they try to avoid any PDA. There's also this cool rivalry between Chapman and Samuel that makes every moment where they share the same page that much more exciting. Now, as far as the villains go, there is a group of rebels out there causing trouble, and trying to link them to the crime scene leads to a whole bunch of other issues within this world that I will not go into here. Overall, as a novella, I don't think he could have done much better for this first one, though I do expect him to improve his craft as he continues to write. In other words, there is room for improvement down the line, but the characters were way more engaging than I ever expected. And lastly, the world. I think this is definitely the weakest leg of the book, but again, Daniel isn't trying to set up his novella trilogy or his main series. He's just trying to deliver a fun mystery adventure within this world. The world itself is a cool fantasy take on an industrial revolution type era, and we do see glimpses of that here and there, but the story is definitely driven by its characters. I was really hoping to see some instances of the magic system that he's been working on, and he's actually mapped out in a couple of his videos, but there were maybe a couple of references at most. There wasn't really any real examples of the magic system here, which was disappointing, but I'm holding out hope that we will get to see it in one of the next two novellas. Overall, guys, this was a very fun outing. I was highly anticipating this while also not really expecting a masterpiece or anything, which led to me being pleasantly surprised by this 130-page fantasy grimdark mystery. It's certainly not the best of its genre or even the best of the novellas within this genre, but it is a very promising start for Daniel's upcoming series, and his career as an author on the whole. I give Breach of Peace a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with a friend, as that is what helps the channel out the most here. I've got a couple more book reviews under my belt on this channel, so you can go ahead and click that playlist right up there, as I'm sure you will find another one that you like. As for upcoming videos, you can expect a ranking video of every episode of Rick and Morty from seasons 1 through 4 coming out this upcoming week, and the following week we will have an episode ranking for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all next time.